Did you know that for every Tesla roaring on the streets, there are about 5 Chinese electric vehicles silently zipping by? In 2022 alone, China sold 27 million car units, and by the end of this decade, China is projected to produce a whopping 39 million vehicles. While the West has been busy with brand wars and flashy launches, China has been secretly making its way to lead the global car race. But wait, how did that even happen? China's rise in the automotive sector isn't just about producing more cars, it's about producing the right kind of cars. Electric vehicles, EVs, have become the talk of the town globally, but in China, they're more than just talk. As of April, China was responsible for a staggering 35% of all electric cars sold worldwide. And by the end of the year, Chinese consumers are projected to buy a whopping 1 million electric cars. The Chinese government plays a big role in its success. For nearly a decade, Beijing has been pouring resources into the EV industry, from generous tax incentives and subsidies for both manufacturers and consumers to building extensive charging infrastructures across the nation. The government's hand in promoting EVs is evident. And it's not just about the environment, it's also about positioning China as a global leader in the next era of transportation. Shenzhen, one of China's tech hubs, stands as a testament to this vision. It's the world's only city with 100% electric buses. But buses are just the start. Shenzhen has set ambitious goals to replace all gasoline-run taxis with electric alternatives, including pure battery vehicles and plug-in hybrids. And it's no coincidence that Shenzhen is home to BYD, the world's second largest EV maker after Tesla. Speaking of BYD, the company's journey from a mere battery maker to a dominant player in the global EV market is nothing short of remarkable. With backing from the likes of Warren Buffett and receiving around $590 million in subsidies from both local and central governments, BYD's growth story is the secret to China's dominance in the automotive industry. And they're not alone. Companies like contemporary Amperex technology are making waves too. It recently inked a deal with BMW, replacing Samsung as its battery supplier. Given that batteries account for nearly 40% of an electric car's cost, this is no small feat. But China's ambitions don't stop at manufacturing. The government sees EVs as a golden opportunity for the nation to leapfrog competitors and establish itself as a major car manufacturing powerhouse. The success stories of Chinese companies in the EV space are clear indicators of this vision turning into reality. But here's where China's government is so smart. Over the next 5 years, China plans to gradually phase out subsidies for domestic EV makers, pushing them to compete on equal footing with international giants like Tesla and Volkswagen. Qiu Kaijun, an expert in the electric vehicle industry, believes that while foreign brands might gain some market share, they won't overshadow Chinese brands. He predicts that by 2025, the cost of electric cars will rival that of traditional internal combustion engine vehicles. And when that happens, the automotive world will witness a seismic shift. The big players might still be Germany, Japan, and the US, but China will gear up to join that elite list. So the secret of China's dominance of the automotive industry is quality and innovation. According to Bloomberg, Chinese automakers filed over 8,000 patents related to electric vehicles in 2017 alone. This surge of innovation was secretly happening almost half a decade ago. Plus, its success is also attributed to its unique approach to partnerships. Instead of competing head-on with established global giants, many Chinese firms are forming strategic alliances. Geely's acquisition of Volvo and Tencent's stake in Tesla are prime examples. These partnerships allow Chinese companies to tap into advanced technologies and global market networks, while international brands get a piece of the massive Chinese market pie. Marianne Keller, a renowned automotive analyst, points out 2 key strategies China has employed to dominate the automobile sector. First, they've created a protected home market, ensuring domestic brands have a solid base to grow and experiment. Second, they've encouraged joint ventures with foreign automakers. This brings in foreign investment and also facilitates technology transfer, helping Chinese brands climb the technological ladder faster. But it's not just about electric cars and technology transfers. China's Belt and Road Initiative, a massive infrastructure project spanning continents, is set to give Chinese automakers a significant advantage. With improved road networks and trade routes, Chinese car brands can easily access emerging markets in Asia, Africa, and even Europe. This global vision is evident in the way Chinese automakers are setting up manufacturing hubs in countries like Pakistan, tapping into local demand, while also serving as export bases. Reuters sheds light on another fascinating aspect. For the first time, Chinese automakers have taken a majority share of their home market. Brands like Geely, Great Wall, and BYD are not just household names in China, but are steadily gaining recognition globally. Their combined market share surpassed 50% in 2023, a clear indication of domestic brands' growing appeal among Chinese consumers. Take SAIC Motor Corporation, for instance. This Shanghai-based automotive giant isn't just a big name domestically, it's making its mark globally. In a recent year, they rolled out over 5.3 million vehicles. To put that into perspective, that's a whopping 24% of China's total auto exports. And remember, it's not just about volume, it's about the quality and diversity of vehicles they're producing, catering to various market segments. But the story doesn't end with traditional automakers. BYD made a bold move in 2022. They decided to pivot entirely towards electricity, no more combustion engines, just pure electric power. The result? A staggering sale of 1.85 million plug-in electric cars in that year alone. It's a testament to their foresight and understanding of where the global car market is headed. Speaking of the EV market, China is at the forefront of this revolution. In 2021, the revenues from this sector touched an impressive 854 billion RMB. To compare with this, Tesla, even though it has set up shop in China with their Shanghai Gigafactory, their market share stood at only 6.6% of the Chinese plug-in car market by mid-2022. So it is a clear indication that domestic brands are holding their ground and giving stiff competition to international giants. And wait till you hear this. It's not just the new car market where China is making strides. The second-hand car market is undergoing a transformation. In 2021, over 17.5 million used cars exchanged hands. Digital platforms like Yuxin are at the forefront of this change, offering consumers a seamless experience, even when China was fighting against the worst pandemic the world had ever seen. One more reason for the dominance of Chinese car makers is sustainability. Companies like BYD are not just looking at producing vehicles, they're looking at the bigger picture. Their Blue Initiative aims for carbon neutrality, a testament to their commitment to a greener future. And BYD is not far behind, with significant investments in battery technology, ensuring efficiency and longevity. So the secret to the dominance of China in the car industry isn't just about manufacturing more or better vehicles. They're focusing on understanding market dynamics, consumer preferences, and future trends. Who knows? Your next car in 2030 could be a Chinese EV